are day 50 on the CDT, and when I was packing up my tent, my outer layer was frozen. My fingers are stinging. My face is still a little burnt from yesterday. It feels pretty raw. But yeah, we're gonna see how far we can get today. I have new shoes waiting for me, but I don't think I can get there today before the post office closes. I just cannot get used to this weather. It is so cold in the mornings and night, and it's so hot in mid-afternoon. My fingers are freezing. On day 50, I had a chilly morning, brief sunrise, and walked most of the morning in silence. I reflected on the freedom aspect of things, and I was reminded to never stay where you don't belong, never let anyone mold you into someone you're not, and never let anyone clip your wings, and it's okay not to follow the typical society standards. You can make a decision today that your future self will thank you for, and it's up to you to create the life you want and to chase your dreams. Alright, I guess I'm fixing to walk across those logs. That's pretty sketchy. Soda Fork, I made that sketchy log crossing. That's probably one of the sketchiest log crossings yet on the CDT. The current was moving really fast. At one point, I tried to put my trekking pole down, and it was too short to even reach the bottom, but the current was like, whew. I actually zipped my phone up in my fanny pack because I'm like, yo, if I fall, the current is gonna sweep some stuff away. So yeah, I made that. This is Soda Fork, by the way. Soda Fork. And believe it or not, this hill I think was actually the hardest thing to get up. Those are the logs I crossed right there. Look at that old-timey log cabin. It's cute. Middle of nowhere. I walked through a burned field, ripped my jacket. I took in all the lakes, and I watched the squirrels, bird, and chipmunks that made my way through windy elevation climbs and aggressive creek crossings. I dodged all the horse poo, and I set up camp in a meadow after 25 miles. Well, this is another wide one and very swift. The wind's blowing. Right there's the trail. This is South Buffalo. All right, let's get it. I got pretty swifty in the middle, but nothing too serious. It was just really cold. Now we need some sunshine. And once again, I reflected back on the wildflowers that stuck out the most. All the different colors, all different, but yet they each hold so much beauty. When you learn to embrace who you are with no comparison or judgment, the self-healing can truly start to transform. This is your reminder to evolve, blossom, grow, be true to you, and do what makes you happy. Even if others don't understand, this is your life and your chapter, and it's up to you to create it. Brooks Trailhead and Campground. Such a beautiful spot. I originally thought about staying here, but it's 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna keep pushing. A few more miles at least. Alrighty, so I just found a little grassy spot and we are just going to call camp here tonight. It was about a 25-mile day and I have 1 mile to Highway 26 where I'm going to go into town tomorrow and resupply and grab some shoes, so I cannot wait. Today was absolutely beautiful. I had a lot of good views. My mind, I just kind of stayed present today. I've been disconnected for a few days, so I haven't really spoken to anyone, and I definitely listened to a lot of podcasts today. So yeah, it's going to be kind of good. We're just going to kind of wind down and call it a night. I am so excited to get new shoes tomorrow. I think I have officially worn mine out, and going downhill anytime there's like rocks or it's steep, I'm just like skiing hardcore. So I cannot wait to get new shoes with some tread on them. Not sure how well I'm going to sleep tonight. The grassy area is kind of like lumpy and my tent's kind of slanted, and there's a lot of talking comments about a grizzly in this area. There's actually comments that say don't camp, but we're a mile from the road, so what are we going to do? We're going to camp, and we're just going to hope for the best. And I get shoes tomorrow. Like, it just blows my mind how hot it is at lunch, but literally cold at night and in the morning. I'm talking about bone chilled cold. I'm gonna have to like get adjusted. I feel like my body is in like shock. Day 51 was all about embracing the split decisions. I woke up and it was 25 degrees on the mountain and everything was in fact frozen. I knocked the ice off my tent and embraced my stinging fingers. There wasn't much of a trail, but I tackled some wet, muddy grass for a mile and made my way to the road. There I had arranged Tags to meet me to help me get into Divide, Wyoming. Thank you, Tags. This was a 26 miles from Treyl and a very difficult road to hitch from. I was able to pick up my new shoes at the post office, which felt like Christmas. Shout out for the Topos for making it 1,100 miles. Yes, 1,100 miles on one pair of shoes.
That's the new shoe look. Hold on. Give me that new shoe look. Oh, it's great.
All right, 1,100 miles done, and boom! It feels like Christmas. I resupplied at Family Dollar, and we grabbed breakfast and milkshakes at Nana's Bakery. I made the split decision not to hike and cruised on to the Grand Tetons, where I got a shower and laundry at the campground. I caught up with loved ones and worked on business tasks at the marina, where we jumped on a boat shuttle through Jenny Lake and hit a few small day hikes. As I was making my way through some popular day hikes, I realized how much my brain was overstimulated. I could smell everything from the sunscreen, bug spray, hairspray, perfume. My brain was catching every conversation. It felt like there was so much going on. And it's crazy how much when you're in nature, you get tuned out. Then when you get back to society, it's like your brain just becomes overstimulated and overwhelmed. But the day hikes was a little change of pace and different, and I'm glad I got to explore it through Jenny Lake and the Grand Tetons. I feel like I'm slowly learning the balance between the multitasking and the basics of the real world and becoming intentional and more present. Yeah, we are back on trail this morning, day 51 in, and my bag is heavy. I don't know if my bag has ever been this full. This is pretty extreme. I have most of my winter stuff and 8 days of food. That's a lot. I don't even know the weight that I am right now, but I'm expecting a few slow days to start with. while I kind of work this bag down. But hopefully we can make a good dent and hit some miles on this stretch. I am shooting for Lander, which is about 160 miles. We will see what happens. There is Pinedale that comes about 40 miles before Lander. So if push comes to shove, I can get off and go into Pinedale. But I'm going to try to go for Lander. I'm going to try to do the whole thing. I know I have some big passes coming up in the next few days, so we'll see how we can cruise. I know I'm heavy. Woo. And I just want to give Tags a huge shout out for the amazing trail magic. The CDT is definitely a lot more obstacles. It's more mentally challenging, just dealing with things and the weather and the solitude. So having a friend to come in and, you know, spice it up a little bit, change of pace, it helps the spirits so much. I spent the day in town yesterday where I got to experience Nana's Bakery in Bolin, which was such an awesome, cute little diner. Loved it. And they had really good Wi-Fi. Then after that, I decided to take the day and I went and explored the Grand Tetons. Loved it. So much fun. I got to get a shower and laundry. Oh my God, it's the little things in life. I got to sit by the marina and get some work done, which is really awesome. And then I got a little boat ride where I got to explore Jenny Lake and I went on a few day hikes. Yes, I took a break from the CDT to go hike in the Grand Tetons. Yeah, crazy. Then I got a really good dinner last night at the ranch house. That restaurant was so awesome. The Grand Tetons is just so lovely. My experience, I liked it kind of better than Yellowstone in a way. The restaurant was awesome. The campground was user-friendly. And like I said, I got a shower and laundry, so it's the little things in life. And then Tags dropped me back to Treyl this morning. So we are just kind of trucking along. I have some, looks like some little dirt roads today. And we're gonna see how far we get and what happens there. And I think the best part is I get to break in new shoes today. The new shoes feel like Christmas. I'm so excited. I got to pick them up yesterday at the post office and holy moly, they were past due. I cannot believe the cushion I have. I feel like I'm just floating right now. There is a lot of talk about bears on this stretch. Apparently this is the section where they kind of relocate some bears. So my eyes are peeled and we'll see if we can see anything cool today. So fun fact, out of my entire hiking journey, I think the most miles I have put on a pair of shoes was like 7, maybe 750. I normally try to upgrade my shoes every 500 to 700 miles just to keep my feet in check and just good tread. But this time I let it slip and my topos lasted almost 1,100 miles on a pair of shoes. So I feel like it was intense. I didn't even realize how bad the shoes were until I put my feet in a new pair of shoes. It's insane, the cushion and the tread and just the way it feels on your feet. So I recommend not waiting that long to upgrade your shoes. I feel like it could definitely cause some damage, but we are in a new pair of shoes. Wow, I really don't know what day it is or what's going on because today is day 52 on the CDT, not 51. So let's scratch that and let's say it's day 52. I never know what day it is anymore or how many days I'm out here. Literally, I only know when I go to make notes in my phone on like keeping track of the days. So slowdowns. 52 days in, and as I was hiking, I took in all the views and I thought a lot of freedom. I have been chasing freedom most of my life. That's why I originally started my business, which led me on this insane hiking journey. I knew I wanted more out of life. I wanted my terms and my conditions. I wanted my schedule and to be able to see the world. I found an opportunity that was seriously the best of both worlds that led me on this crazy path of life. It seems like society makes us believe that we have to be in a box and settle for less than what we deserve. But the world is so open to so many possibilities, and we can create anything we put our mind to. I paid attention and focused on all the jackrabbits, the deer, and squirrels, and just reminded how simple life can be. The thunder is rumbling. Y'all, I got caught in some rain. So I watched a thunderstorm hit at a distance. And it was good for a little bit, but you could feel the weather shift. Like the wind was picking up. I was getting sprinkled on and kind of light rain off and on. So I was like trying to hustle. I did not make it. So it started pouring down. I found the flattest spot that I possibly could on the mountain. I am kind of exposed, probably a little bit more exposed than I should be on kind of bad weather. But y'all, it gets so cold when you get wet. So I have my shirt kind of sort of trying to dry, my bag's trying to dry, my pants are over here trying to dry. So it's just like I was able to get 20.3 miles in, so at least I hit my 20, so that is good. Hopefully this rain will die out. But yeah, I'm going to finish kind of setting up, and I'm going to get bundled up and I guess call it a night.